Me again, little darlings. Back with more video action just for you. Here we go. I feel like I have Bon Jovi hair today. Bon Jovi hair don't care. Whoa, living on a prayer. I just wanted to steal some of your time today and talk a little bit more about LipSense. Just a little bit more. Again. Yeah, again. This is important. So I've already made a video about how to fix water lines. What I should have done is start with a video on how to avoid water lines. I'm sorry, I'm new here. Okay, when you order anything from LipSense, we give you this super cute little thank you card. When you order LipSense in particular, we give you a very specific card. It is the tips and tricks and the how to apply. This little card will help you get the absolute most life out of your color. If you want your application to last as long as humanly possible, never throw away this sheet. So my video today is all about how to apply and the tips and tricks and expanding on the tips and tricks because they're not a suggestion. They are the law. Don't break the law. So step number 1 says apply to clean, dry lips. Sounds pretty easy. Most people fail at the clean and most people fail at the dry part. Let's expand, shall we? So let's take the first part of that. Clean lips. A lot of people wake up in the morning like, well, I don't have anything on my lips, so they must be clean. Or they're like, hey, I just brushed my teeth. Must have a whole clean mouth. Not clean enough. Some people go to extremes when it comes to cleaning their lips for LipSense. Some people use witch hazel.
I'll get you, my pretty.
Other people use like microfiber cloths. Some people take the clean to the extreme because it is that important. I personally do is when I wake up in the morning, even though I have nothing on, I use my oops remover because that'll make sure that it gets everything off. So when we say clean, we mean like you said a bad word, go wash your mouth out with soap, kind of clean, okay? We want your LipSense bonding to the skin on your lips and nothing else. Literally nothing. Nothing but skin cells on your lips before you apply LipSense.
Clean means clean.
Second half of that, dry lips. How dry are your lips when you're putting them on? When we say dry, it doesn't mean like, hey, I just licked my lips and I patted it a bit. We mean like Sahara dry, camel in the desert dry. That dry. Okay, little darlings, I don't care what you use to get your lips dry. You just got to get them dry. I use paper towels. That was aggressive. Some people use cotton balls or those like, you know, cotton pad things. Use your kid's onesie. Don't even care how you get it dry. Get them dry. There's a reason everyone that makes LipSense videos makes this like super sexy noise. This we don't do it because we think it sounds nice or looks attractive. It's because we need it to be dry. You can rehydrate later. I promise. It's another tip I'm going to give you. But right now, dry, 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 dry. Another super important thing to make your LipSense last you as long as possible. How are you shaking it? You need to shake the shiz out of your LipSense. I need you to shake this bad boy like it is the one thing that you need to do to save the world, okay? The tips and tricks say to shake for a minimum of 30 seconds. I'm telling you right now, that is like bare minimum, okay? I shake this thing for like at least a minute, sometimes 2 minutes. Then I give it to Leo to shake it up some more. You guys know how he likes to shake, shake.
Shake, shake.
Shake it like you shake your groove thing. I've been asked why you have to shake it. And somebody even asked me, why does it sound like a spray paint can when I shake it? There's a very specific reason. This bad boy's got pigments in it. and there's no chemical crap holding it together. So you need to shake it to break up those solid pigments and distribute it evenly throughout the formula. Once you got it spread evenly throughout the formula, you can then spread it evenly across your lips.
Especially if you're wearing dark colors.
You have got to shake it like Shakira shake it. Next tip and trick, put on thin layers.
Thin layers.
So keep those layers thin. Your first layer should be almost unnoticeable with a lot of these colors. Like if you're wearing plum like I'm wearing today, yeah, you're gonna notice your first layer. But if you're wearing a super everyday color, you're probably not gonna notice the first layer you put on. And that's fine, you've done it perfectly. When you pull out your wand, it is going to look pretty saturated. You've got to wipe it off. Do not forget, there are 4 regular lipsticks in this one tube. This one tube should last you like 2 to 3 years, man. Wipe it off. When I use my wand, I know it's ready when I can see the little hairs. Okay? It feels like it's not enough, but like, look how dark my lips are today, dude. It's enough. If you put this on too thick, it will not go on evenly. It will start to clump. It will look awful. Just don't do it. Thin, thin, thin. You want your layers thin. Thin. You want your layers thin. C'est bon? Fantastique. Let's move on. Dry time. You're probably not letting it dry long enough between your layers if you're not getting a lot of wear. What's your dry time? How long are you letting it dry between your layers? Are you trying to get it on as fast as possible, or are you doing it so that it stays as long as possible? So here's the thing. My little info card says at least 30 seconds. I mean at least 30 seconds. Do something else in between your layers, like put on your foundation, put on your tinted moisturizer, put on your brow scents, put on your shadow scents. Do something different in between your layers. Some colors need a little bit more time. LipSense comes in matte, frost, and shimmer colors. And I'm not talking about your gloss, I'm talking about the actual color. If you are into the matte colors, those formulas are a little thicker. They need a little bit more time. Giving yourself an extra 2 minutes now in the application will give you a few extra hours of wear. I think that's a pretty good trade-off, don't you? If you're not allowing your layer to fully dry, next layer you put on, you're actually pulling color off. So, plan ahead when you're putting your lips on to make sure you have a minimum of 30 seconds between each layer. So like, we wanted you super dry for the application. Once it's all said and done, it's time to hydrate. Hey, 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 take a break and hydrate. Stop, take a drink throughout the day, stay hydrated so that your lips love you. If you're thirsty, drink. Don't put it off. The more hydrated your body is, the less dry your lips will be in the day. If you're already thirsty, you've kind of missed the boat. You should have had a drink like 10 minutes ago. The first place you'll feel dehydration is in your mouth, including your lips. So drink. And apparently drinking half your body weight in water helps you lose weight. So get a hose to the lake or something. I don't know, keep drinking. Can we take a second and talk about gloss? You got lots of glosses to choose from. Go crazy! Matte, opal, glossy, bougainvillea. Did I say that right? How to pronounce bougainvillea?
Bougainvillea.
Gloss is your homeboy. You go way back. Well, at least you should.
Just like we were talking about staying ahead of your thirst to stay hydrated so your lips don't dry out in the first place, stay ahead of your gloss game too, man. If you've already felt dry, again, you should have glossed like 10 minutes ago. When you just start using LipSense, I need you to gloss like you've never glossed before. Before you eat, after you eat, before you get out of the car, before you go into a meeting, before you take your selfie. Gloss, 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 gloss. Do you hear me? Gloss! I know I sound mad. You're not in trouble. I'm just passionate about gloss. Gloss is not just for hydration. It also seals the color in and protects your lips from the outside elements. Gloss. We're almost at the end, I promise. Next thing I want to talk about is to check your habits. Lip lickers, lip biters, corners, smudgers. I'm looking at you. So what are saliva and teeth designed for? Breaking down food. If your saliva and your teeth can break down a cow carcass, yeah, it can break down LipSense. It's magical, but it's not invincible. Okay, we have been designed to break things down with our mouth, which is why there's not these rules for things like shadow sense and brow sense. That shit just sticks around. This is going to be a big ask. But if you are a lip biter or a super lip licker, because it will survive some lickage, try to be mindful of those habits. Get them in check. Try to kick them out the door. I quit biting my nails. Anyone can do anything. Something to keep in mind. The longer you wear LipSense, the more your lips are going to naturally exfoliate and detox out all of the wax buildup and metals that were all up in that stuff that you were using before. You may not feel that it's there, but trust me, it is. So this exfoliating process can take 2 days, 2 weeks. Mine was closer to 2 months before I started to get over 10 hours of wear. So in the beginning, it may not last as long. Please stick it out and do not touch any of that stuff that you were wearing before. The last thing I want to talk about is the oops remover. I know some of you don't want to invest in oops remover. I get it. I gotta pay for a wedding in May. Some people don't want to invest because they heard coconut oil takes it off. And it does, after loads and loads of coconut oil. Maybe when you were sampling the product, a makeup wipe took it off after much scrubbing. So yes, those things can take it off. I'm sure eating 60 cheeseburgers in a row would probably help take it off. Is that the best idea? Probably not. You're actually prolonging your exfoliation and detox process by using something other than the oops remover. I'm just being real with you right now. You're also drying your lips right out to get the stuff off. It's not helping if you want the maximum wear time. Oops remover also doesn't just take your color off, it also replenishes and rehydrates your lips once everything's said and done. So it's good for your lips. It's getting them ready for your next wear. Another thing about oops is when it's time to actually use it. I did get someone that messaged me and was like, I feel like I've used half a bottle of oops to get this blue red off. Blue red's a little trickier to get off. So I slather my lips in the oops and then I wait a couple of minutes. You gotta wait a couple of minutes to let it really penetrate all of those layers and really get into the cells of your lips. More science. After I've let it sink in for a couple of minutes, I kind of smash my lips together, kind of like a savage, just because I really want to break down the color before I wipe it off. Maybe because I'm a little weird too, but yeah. So yeah, let your oops sink in. Don't just sort of put it on, wipe it off, because it needs some time to start to penetrate those layers. If you are having a color-free day, you wake up and you just don't feel like wearing a color. Hey, we've all been there. I get it, okay? Don't put on chapstick. Don't do it! Please, please step away from the chapstick. Reach for something Senegen's. Reach for the moisturizing lip balm, which has saved my mother's lip life. Reach for the volumizer. Grab your gloss, whether it's glossy gloss. I use Opal gloss on its own all the time. We got so many products to use in place of a color. Do not take 2 steps forward in your exfoliation process to take 1, 2, 3 steps back. Keep on trekking. Please, please. Thank you for watching my tips and tricks. So I hope this little video gives you a lot more wear time out of your LipSense. I'll see you soon, little darlings.